People, Deluded, I'm back again. Good morning, and I hope you're all doing well and safe. Now, it was disappointing for Arsenal's first team on Sunday. They failed to get a win against Villa, but our 23s won on Friday 6-0. Our under-18s defeated Norwich 5-1, and yesterday you obviously saw Arsenal, or an Arsenal under-21 side, play in the EFL Trophy and defeat Gillingham on penalties. 4-2 on penalties, 1-1 after normal time. With that result, I believe that puts us top of the group, and it puts us in the last 16, and I'm proud of our lads. You know me, people, I'm not the biggest of fans of 23s football, in a sense of I do think it can provide some players with education, but when you look at a lot of the players at 23s level, a lot of them at our club and some others, they need to go out on loan or do something where they're playing against senior professionals. I don't think, you know, when you got someone like Balogun can bag goals at this level in his sleep, you know, he needs to play against grown men. So this competition, obviously it's not frequent, and sometimes these top sides or these professional sides rest players, but it's the few opportunities you're going to get. You know, you look at someone like Mon Louise, first year scholar, 16 years of age, playing, you know, for him it's probably a bit early, you know, to be talking about he needs to be tested, because he needs to do his thing at under 18s level, but it's a fantastic test for him playing against grown men, playing against people physically stronger than him, because you have to use this upstairs. It doesn't matter how strong you are, how fast you are, how quick you are, how much skills you've got, sooner or later the playing field is going to get even, and you're not going to be able to rely on these physical attributes or outstanding characteristics. You're going to need to use this upstairs. You know, why do you think you see some of these tiny footballers not really got an imposing frame, not necessarily the most aggressive in characters? You can't get near them on the football field because they're using this upstairs. The best footballers are the best thinkers. You know, it's like, I'm going off topic now, but it's like defenders. The highlights are somebody making a last-ditch challenge. Nobody sees that centre-half who doesn't have to do that because he's read the situation. But it is what it is in terms of the Gillingham game, going back to what we're here to speak about. You know, we won on penalties, we showed good determination. Obviously, CIRJAN, lovely chipped penalty. Ben Cottrell took a lovely penalty as well, as did Balogun. The four men that stepped up for Arsenal took fantastic penalties, and I'm happy to see we showed bottle in that. Obviously, I'm happy to see Saliba. Want to see him at, you know, 23s, well, beyond 23s level, better yet. Nice to see Callum Chambers got 45 minutes under his belt as well, as he continues his recovery from injury. So all in all, it was a good day, people. Going into the game, I think, I won't say both teams cancelled each other out. First off, it did feel a bit of a low-key affair. We did take the lead early on, you know, I'm very happy we did. It actually, if I remember correctly, Saliba's actually involved in the build-up, and it goes out to Joel Lopez. Joel Lopez puts a cross in. You lot know we're playing against Troy Coyle and Medley. They're playing against their parent club. And obviously you've got Matty Willock, former Arsenal and Manchester United youth player. So there's three ex-Arsenal boys here. But Medley, I think, could have done better for the goal. You know, like I said, it's a good ball in. He makes a meal of it, people, really and truly. He has to deal with it. And if that's in the league game, it's appalling. His pocket is picked and CIRJAN scores. And I believe it was CIRJAN. I can't even remember, truthfully, people. But either way, we're 1-0 ahead. And at the time, I'm thinking, all right, cool, let's build upon this. Let's smell blood. Same way we did against Blackburn. Let's start early. I think it's a low. Balogun's getting in pockets and not being found. Saliba's passing range is a beautiful sight. Sometimes he tries too hard and it doesn't come off. I think Cottrell's getting into pockets, CIRJAN's getting into pockets, but it is really a low-key affair. There isn't too much going on, really and truly. Coyle looked bright in sparks. First half, there isn't really much to speak about. As I said, it's a low-key affair. I don't think we're necessarily testing their keeper enough. They're definitely not testing us. There's a lot of good touches and things, but it's not that we're playing poor. It's just we need to probably step it up. And like I said, no one's playing poor, but individually, I wouldn't say anybody's outstanding, playing outstanding, as you lot saw, because you lot watched the game as well, people. I didn't think there was anything to it, man. Like I said, both teams spent a huge period for feeling each other out. It was very much a low-key affair, people. There wasn't too much going on, you know, but we'll take that. We've got the lead, we're passing well, we're trying to put moves together. It's just, you know, one team has to give a bit more if more goals are going to happen, or if this game is going to spark into life slightly. Not that it's the most boring of games, but it's not exactly the most fun of games. Like I said, that was very much the theme of the first half, and the less said on that, the better, really and truly. We did have chances. We probably could have extended our lead, but other than that, there weren't much to it. Second half, obviously, Callum Chambers has not played too long. He got 45 minutes, so he was subbed at half-time, and his substitute, Levy Lang, I felt could have done better for the goal we conceded. It was a very sloppy goal. I think our right-back makes a meal of it. I think our centre-half could have done better as well. But Levy Lang, who's come off the bench, he's made a meal of it. He's not dealt with the first ball. He's not dealt with the second. Eventually, it finds its way to Trey Coyle, and he pokes it home. And you did have a feeling, you know, either him or Medley, because football's a funny old game, that one of those were going to score. Medley looked decent in the game. I think in the second half, he looked to present a lot of problems for us, and you know, maybe he wants to banter his teammates or his long-term teammates after the game. Maybe it was because he felt comfortable playing against such. Maybe it's because he wanted to prove a point to his manager because he's been in and out of the team. You know, he got 28 minutes, forgive me if I'm wrong, in their previous game, but he's the one player that looks a bright spark. I'd say our defenders were not necessarily being troubled by their experienced strikers, so that gives us confidence. We're winning the midfield battle. I think Smith Rowe could wake up a bit, and you know, I do think he's ready to play men's football, whether it's at Arsenal or elsewhere. But in terms of getting real minutes, you know, he's got to show consistency. Again, he's working his way back from injury, but it was quality against Blackburn. He wasn't poor, but he didn't necessarily stand out. Not that any player really stood out, really. I know CIRJAN's going to get a lot of the headlines for the goal he scored and obviously the chip, but I've seen him play better in fact as well. I don't think anybody was amazing like that, and it's not for that, it's about the collective. I do think there is elements in Saliba's game that needs to be ironed out. For instance, second half, there was one time needless barge in the back of one of the Gillingham men. He conceded a free kick in a dangerous area. It came to nothing, and there were times his passes didn't come off, but I like that he wants to try those passes. I like that he actually knows when to keep it simple. I like that he actually always wants the ball, to be fair with you. I think Joel Lopez is doing alright at left back as well, but like I said, nobody's really standing out. It's 1-1 at this moment in time, and this is where you got to learn. You know, we should have looked to build on our early pressure in the first half and try and kill this game. There are chances, you know, Coyle is trying to make something happen for Gillingham. He had an effort ruled out offside. We're having half chances and things, but it does appear that it's looking like penalties, people. And like you all saw, it was penalties. Everybody took a fantastic penalty. You know, Muller, the newly recruited striker, took a good penalty. Ben Cottrell took a good penalty. CIRJAN took a good penalty. Can I even remember all the penalty takers? I'm sure Balogun took one as well, and it was quite convincing. Obviously, somebody's got a miss, and the Gillingham men did that for us. And like I said, you know, we topped the group. We advanced to the last 16. You know, we showed our bottle against the men's side. Collectively, I'm proud of our boys. We got the job done, simply put. You know, to get it to that next level, could we have scored 2, 3, 4 in the first half, and when we were probably more on top? It became a bit even in the second and cement our place and kill this game off early. But it is what it is, man. You know, players are recovering from injury, and they're getting, you know, they got an important 45 minutes like Chambers. You know, Saliba's getting some minutes at some level. Obviously, CIRJAN got a goal, and it was a lovely penalty to chip the keeper. You know, he's showing, look, man, how you do this thing. If it didn't come off, he would look like an idiot, but that's the risk you take, people. So I can't ask anything more of our boys. We advance to the next round. We deal with whatever opponent we've got. Yeah, man, one of the only, you know, these games are what I look forward to the most, and I want us to go as far as we can in this competition, purely because we're playing against men's sides, we're playing against hungry opposition. You know, if I'm a League One side or whatever, of course, in this cup competition, depending on my priorities, I'm going to rest players, but you're playing against some grown men, and for want of better terms. But on that note, I've got nothing more to add. Like I said, congratulations to Arsenal, top of the group, last 16, showed our bottle on penalties, took the lead very early on, did what we needed to do, people. On that note, people, DG, I'm out. Hit the like button, comment and subscribe. I'm out.